I don't think you've been recording for a while. Well, I mean, give it some, give it some gas after. Go for it. Okay, go for it. Give it gas. What the hell? Try it again. Try it again. Wait a second. Hit the gas real quick. Aren't these two supposed to be connected? Oh, I guess not. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Please.
Wait. Let me give her a little go juice.
Go juice. Do.
Gasoline. Okay, go ahead.
Gasoline. That's not even a word. Why did I even say that?
Are you recording or are you just dancing around with your fingers over the thing? Oh, you actually are recording. Try it again. I don't think the fuel pump's brand new because it's on. Oh, I do. It's crawling on my face.
Ah!
That whenever it ends up turning over, it's just burning off that fuel that you're dumping in there.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's getting anything new. Maybe it's the filter. The filter's been sitting around for years. I just rolled
Beep
around.
beep 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 beep
Like filters. So I haven't gotten a tailgate. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't work.
Come on, baby. Well, don't get it gas yet. Let it, You've been pouring it in there. In fact, there is pour some more in there.
I really don't want to just let it run like that.
Battery. Pretty much.
That you just kind of clean down, it might be a good idea to just change that.
that was a lot of smoke.
There's the filter, or maybe it is the fuel.
There's something that's not moving fuel to the engine. Because every time you put an accelerant in there, it has turned over. But then it doesn't continue. So there must be some sort of blockage of fuel going through.
Most of the stuff is new, except the engine components.
I would say start with the fuel filter. If the fuel filter's an old filter, I would change that. Because a fuel filter, isn't that like almost the same thing as an oil filter? It's a canister that you pop off and put another one on. Like,
In this style engine, yes. I just don't have one. I don't have one.
do you need the, like you were saying that you didn't want to you do realize
What?
I'm gonna back up. That's a heavy freaking truck.
Yeah, I've pushed it many times. You pushed it too. You know how heavy it is.
Actually, getting it up into the gravel wasn't bad until it started rolling backwards, and I'm like, brakes, brakes, brakes. Like, we got it in here. Stop, stop, stop.
I do love her though. She's clunky, but she's sexy. I mean, sassy. Yeah, that's it.
Sassy. She's a sassy
Okay.
truck.
All right. Well,
Got it. We tried to get it to work, I guess.
Right.
We tried our best.
Beauty. We can try again. But it's this thing here. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
That's the fuel filter.
Mm.
So that's probably
that little silver thing?
So, well, yes, this is the filter. This down here is the fuel pump itself.
I thought the fuel pump was in the goddamn tank. There, gosh darn
That's
gas tank.
in the Fiddle Italy. This is the actual fuel pump. There is a sending unit. I bought, okay, the old tank
Wow, that's super
was...
echoey.
Yes, it is! Karen, my computer wife.
Oh my gosh, that was plankton.
Yes, it was.
Carry my computer wife.
This fuel filter pumps gas from the sending unit into the
Carry
gas
my
tank up
computer
here through the filter and into the carburetor where it's mixed with air, and then fire happens,
Fire!
which makes an explosion and forces the
Okay,
pistons
okay.
up or down depending on where it's going.
Some of
And
them are going up, some of
them are going down. Hopefully
and
none of them get stuck.
And the one that goes up needs to come down, which
But
is all.
Everything except this PVC valve is all hooked up. So maybe the fuel pump is bad. You've been throwing gas around everywhere. You might not want to smoke right near the engine and hurt us all.
Cigarettes don't like.
Ain't that right, Blasty McToots?
No, you could light a Zippo and toss it in there, and it won't light.
No, let's not do that.
Well, we're
Let's not do
going
that
to.
today.
This is the only Chevy I've ever had that doesn't leak oil. I want to keep it that way. Remember, don't hate brands. Hate them all. They each have their own problems.
I would change that first.
Yeah.
If you are suspect in that, there's no way that component is like all that difficult to change. Or, well, I mean, I guess you got to plug in the tube whenever you undo it.
Granddad bought this truck a long time ago, and it really made Grandma mad. And there was a fire in the cab because the wiring harness went bad, and it set the cab on fire, and it ruined a lot of the stuff in the cab. So it sat on the side of the road, or side of the house, and then he said one day...
He accidentally lit it on fire?
No, that had happened before he even got it. And the guy kind of like... The guy and Granddad, because he was an electrical engineer, he kind of limped it back together and got it home. And he actually used it as a work truck for a while before he got that one. But it had the wiring harness was dying.
Didn't he take the engine out of this? Like that's
No,
not the engine that was in it.
No,
was it?
you could order them with an 8, but normally you're exactly correct. They came with 6 cylinders, either a 250 or a 230, whatever, you know.
But wait a second, wasn't there a period of time that this was in the side yard and did not have an engine in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I tried to explain to Grandmom is it's like this truck has more value because someone took the time to redo the transmission, redo the suspension, redo all of the, and that was honestly, I think was probably part of the fire, is the guy probably didn't know what he was doing. And then he probably put the engine in there and set everything up and whoops, you know.
Holy crap, it's on fire.
Yeah. Oh no!
It's on
And
fire.
the original seat is gone. The original seat was just a skeleton. It was just all metal. And Granddad didn't like that. And he like made cushions out of foam and tape and tarps and then covered it with blankets.
So it did look like a red-green job.
Oh yeah, totally. But you couldn't, unless you like took the quilt off, that's the only way you could know.
Once you said that, my mind immediately
They
went to red-green. And I'm all like, oh, he did it red-green
He
style.
did.
And then I double-guessed myself because I'm like, nah.
If the women don't
Willow
find you
was kinda-
handsome, they'll at least find you handy.
Right? And I'm all like, well, no, he has higher taste than that.
I mean,
Like-
he did, but also it's, you know, budget, 3 kids, you know, grandkids at that time. Because he's had this truck for a while. But it's got a 327, and then it's got a Carter carburetor. I'm pretty sure that's a Edelbrock intake manifold. And again, I'm not really a big snob when it comes to like names and stuff like that. After we get it all cleaned up and get the rust off of it, that's cool. It's got chrome, you know, valve covers and the neat twisty down valve cover screws. So, I mean, Charlie did a lot of work restoring the wiring harness. He also put in the master cylinder. He put in the new alternator.
How much about this stuff do you actually know how to do?
Most of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
There's a lot of
now interviewing for a job.
What?
If you want a job.
What, as far as mechanics?
Sort of.
I don't know if I
That
know
would be
enough
a
to
very
keep it.
minor role of it, but if you know that stuff, it could be a qualifying role.
The problem is that I only know stuff past or older than like 1990.
Yeah, but you
Because-
couldn't fix the motor on a just for reference, like an air compressor.
I could take a bash at it. Hopefully I'd fix it. I mean, I'm not my father. I wish I was, but I could probably figure it out. Like this, eventually you can just figure it out. You just keep tinkering. You know, we've already assessed what the problem is. The fuel is not getting to the carburetor to keep it running. So we know that the sending unit in the gas tank is new. We weren't having a problem with that. We know that the gas tank is new. So it's got to be either this fuel pump or this fuel filter. So
Yeah, but
I'll get a new fuel filter.
Wouldn't there be? No, just humor me here.
Sure.
But wouldn't since we think there's only one component in this that's not correct, then wouldn't there be, from pumping the gas pedal, gasoline going somewhere?
Yes, it might just be collecting. That may be the reason that the gas pump is leaking, or the gas filter, the fuel filter is leaking. You getting all this, Willow?
Did you,
Yes.
Okay, good.
Did you not spill any gasoline on that? Is that really actually leaking out of
No,
there?
I was pouring the gasoline into here. The
No, I know, but
not- I
no
never-
dripping.
no, there's no reason that there should be a wet spot here and gasoline. So I mean, the thing is leaking. This thing is old and it's leaking, and it's probably our culprit. So I'll get a new one either tonight on the way home or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm going to go up to the ranch and do some yard work, and also the poop out of that
Well,
one
if
car.
you want to drop that thing off here, I can put it on.
If you want to try.
I would like to.
I'm not going to stay out there very long. I'll come back. We could do it like this again, right, Willow? You're a good camera person
Yeah.
and a good narrator. Are you confused by all of this?
kind of.
Gas and air make explosions. That makes the car go forward and backward. That's all you need to know.
And it's called a combustion engine.
Yes.
Cool.
It's been obsolete for over 70 years now, but they're kind of cool. Even though they pollute a lot, but that's okay. We don't drive across the country much.
Across the country.
All right. Well, we'll have to do that later.
Yeah, we have to do it later.
Okay.
Later out. No.
Say goodbye to the internet viewers.
Okay.
Because I got to put the tire in the back.
Boy.
Just say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Here, have your dad help.
Okay. You gonna help me?
Help her with you hit something and it sprayed all over your car. Just hit the square.
The square button.